Hello, Mr. Randy Duck, and welcome back for another video. Today I have two replays to show you in the Tier 8 American medium tank, the AMBT. Now this tank, it's basically got a 3-shot auto reloader, just like the Italian medium tanks do. So you can choose to fire the round single fire, or you can choose to dump your clip. But basically the last shot you load has the quickest reload. So if you've never played the Italian tanks, that's what it's like. So basically, yeah, the last shot you load has the quickest reload, and then the next shot has a slightly longer reload, and then the last shot has the longest reload. So basically, you don't really want to be dumping your clip just all the time, because then you will end up with sort of terrible DPM if you get caught on that last shell. And this tank already doesn't have the best DPM. It's got 360 alpha, but the DPM is sort of slacking a little bit, if I'm honest. And you know, just like they tend to be with those sort of Italian style auto reloaders, and you can get, yeah, if you get caught in the last shell, it can be quite painful. It does have 360 alpha, and I have quite, you know, despite the fact that the DPM isn't very good on this tank, I've somewhat enjoyed playing it, I must admit. I mean, this tank had, when I originally played it for the first time, it was quite slow, but it actually had the top speed increased, so it can now get to 48 kilometers an hour, and that has made a difference. So we're here on this first map, and we are platooned up with our friend Rated But Hated. So he's actually a very decent player and a good friend of mine. So we just got into this position. I pushed quite aggressively, managed to pick up a kill on the Italian tank, and we're in a decent position here. It can be a bit risky pushing to this position, but I know I've got support of Rated here, and just looking at the map position of our friendly teammates, we do have support, so I'm not concerned about the team full sending me in this position. I'm mainly concerned about getting shot by the fun police, who could potentially, depending on where they are located, have shots on us. But we had a decent start to the game. Yeah, we've got a kill, we've got a little bit of a tracking assistance off of that Panther at the start, and we've got 400 damage of our own. We're just trying to look for shots here, being careful what we don't, because I am detected here, I could get shot. We do get, eat a shot there in return, but at least we get one into the Tiger there. And yeah, it's got to be a bit careful. I mean, it has okay armor. It's not amazing armor, and a lot of tanks, not going to struggle to pen you, but you can bounce the odd shot. Basically, it has 9 degrees of gun depression. I quite like the visual, quite like the look of this tank. Maybe that's why I quite like it, and I have had a lot of fun playing it. Like I say, despite the fact that the DPM isn't the best, especially if you get caught in that last shell, and you've got like a 15 odd second reload for 360 alpha. That is not good. And here we're waiting for our shots to load. About Panther crossing the open, so 1 shot, so we are going to take that kill, picking up our second kill of the game. Got 1,000 damage. We are winning this. This is where I do decide to dump my clip, just because it's an enemy Borsig, very dangerous tank, and I just felt like I had the opportunity to take the tank out. He does get finished off by our friendly fun police, but now we're on the situation where we have very bad reload. So I'm looking, I'm kind of at this point, looking, a lot of the enemy team are in the base, so I'm going to try and relocate to a different position, because while I'm reloading, I don't want to just be sitting there. I want to be trying to advance and get into a better situation. So we can see this. There's this enemy heavy tank and a STA behind this ridge, but we're not going to engage yet. We want to actually wait for our final shell to load before we fire, so we're not caught on a bad DPM. We're going to get 1 shot in. We're not going to dump our clip yet, but we're going to pull back in, wait for that other shot, but then the actual exercise of full send us. And in this situation, I am going to dump my clip, just because he was full health, and I don't want to be having that tank just sitting there fighting me, because he's got very, very good DPM, and I wanted to try and get that tank taken out as quickly as possible. So I do dump my clip, but I am now in a situation where I have the poor DPM. We're going to get a shot into this STA, but we are winning this game, and now I am caught on a bad DPM, but at least, it's not like you're in an auto loader. I can still fire and get shots into this tank. He's going to die anyway, so I might as well try and get the kill. I'm not going to wait, and we do that, picking up our third kill of the game, putting us into 3,600 damage. There's only 4 tanks remaining. One is the enemy fun police, and we're just going to try and close the distance on the enemy team here, hoping maybe we'll pick up some assistance for spotting for our tanks behind us. Just try and boost the overall damage into this game. I'm just slowly getting forward. I want my second shell to come in at this point. And then we spot the enemy fun police. That fun police is not going to last long. So again, because it's the end of the game, we decide, you know what, we are just going to dump the last 2 shots just to boost the damage, because I'm thinking that fun police is going to get taken out pretty quickly if I don't anyway. And there you go, he does do that. It's only 3 tanks remaining. There's one on the right who has a crossfire onto me, 2 in the base, but the 2 tanks in the base are occupied. So I'm now just going to full send this tiger here. You know, we have to support. It's 8 tanks versus 2. I'm going to wait for my second shot to come in. He's full sending me here. I'm just going to wait. I'm not going to shoot yet because I don't want to waste my reload. I can eat a couple of shots. It's not a problem. We do ricochet one, and now we're going to dump our clip just to boost the damage. Putting the tank onto 1 shot, and hopefully I'll get finished off by my rated behind us. And that brings us in to replay number 1. So let's just see how we got on before we move on to the final replay of the video. So we get 3 kills, 5,000 damage, 2,033 base XP, 1,400 assistance. It's only the first class, but you know, probably because we're quite a high top tier, but generally speaking, over 2,000 base XP usually gets you the ace tanker, but it didn't in this case. But we have one more replay to come, so let's move on. Okay, so we're back again. This time we are on Airfield, which is the original version of the map we just played. This time there is no enemy light tanks in the game, but there is 2 enemy fun police, and we are actually bottom tier, so this is a tier 10 lobby. So yes, it's going to be, you have to be a little bit more careful, obviously fighting the tier 10 tanks. But initially we're going to move to the ridge at the start. I like to take and see if we can get any cross shots at the base. Sometimes you can spot some tanks, catch some tanks out and pick up some assistance. You know, we've got 2 fun police on our team, so if we spot something, there's a good chance, yeah, we could potentially pick up some assistance damage. So fortunately, you know, time I've got there, I have reloaded. I've got my 3 shells in. And it's a position here on the right which I like to go to, but as I go there I do always aim my gun left, because as you see, just where I was aiming there, you quite often get some tank destroyers or tank sites sort of camp on that hill there, and it's a good position for TDs. We spotted the enemy artillery, well, tracer, sorry, so this way we know where roughly one of the artilleries is. We don't know where the second one is, but that does help, so you can sort of figure out where you could potentially get shot here. It looks like the enemy team, a lot of the enemy team are actually pushing towards our base. So I was looking to get any shots there, but I've got to be careful, because if I get detected where I was kind of broadside on, I could get shot from the base. We're just seeing as this enemy heavy tank pushes up high enough for us to get shots in. It's not going to happen, it's pushing through. But where the enemy team are pushing, it's not easy to attack the base quickly from there when you've got lots of guns, because they get sort of caught in a little ridge, and if you've got lots of tanks looking at them, you know, it's not the easiest place to push. So knowing that a lot of the team there, I know there's a good chance there's no team on this side, so I'm going to push up to their ridge, if you like, if you call it that, and see if I can spot any tanks in the base, see if we can catch them out, get a bit more information. As we do that, we spot a full health E100. Now I am going to take this opportunity to dump my clip, go on the bad reload, because you don't know when you're going to get another opportunity like this to you know, take some hit points off of a tier 10 heavy tank there, and I'm probably going to have enough time just to reload my shells anyway. So we do pick up 1,000 damage, and now we're just trying to stay safe while we're reloading. I'm still trying to poke for information, see if we can spot any tanks, just to see, you know, potentially get any assistance damage while we're reloading. Spotted an enemy T-32 there. We also spot an enemy Centurion here on you know, in that position I was talking about earlier. I got a shot here, but I don't want to waste it, so I don't want to shoot, because I kind of want to wait until I'm fully reloaded. Maybe I shouldn't have poked there, because he's probably not going to poke again. I'm trying to, you know, expose the rear of my tank, so he potentially might poke for a shot. I've not got an easy shot of that T-32 because he is hull down. So see here, I'm just gonna, I was just looking to see if we can, potentially spot that Centurion again on the top of the hill. Kind of want to take that position away. The enemy team are, they're still sort of stuck in our base at the moment. They haven't made much progress, but we are two tanks down. Here you see, I am exposing the rear of my tank, hoping that maybe he's gonna poke and I can get a kill. He actually does reverse back. I'm hoping he's going to keep going. He does, and we are able to finish off the tank. So we've got denied that position, picking up our first kill. 10 versus 10, still still pretty close here. To be honest with you, waiting for our shell to go in again. So we've got our full clip potential. Is that T-32 that where he is? Unfortunately, he's hold down to us. I'm not too keen to push into their base just yet because I might have to turn around at any point to defend our base. Being that it is quite a reasonably small map, I can get back to our base and defend it fairly quickly. Being in the medium tank. If I get back to the ridge I was just at, I potentially can get shots if I did decide to cross in the open. We're just trying to push our view range here, see if we can spot any tanks, and we do see an enemy STG. Unfortunately, we eat a shot off that T-32 for that, and the enemy fun police is now aimed at us. So we're trying to get, keep as close to this ridge as we can, so we don't get shot. We now lost our spot, and we are going to turn back to defend the base because I'm thinking they might need some assistance. Also, we noticed where that enemy SCG, the Guardian, was going. We're hoping we could potentially catch him in the open here and take out another tank. So we're looking for the shots. Unfortunately, he has got into cover, so we don't actually have shots on in there. But looking at where he's going, we should be able to get to position to turn around and take him out. We do spot an enemy TD tank destroyer, tier 8 TD to our left. That tank obviously doesn't have a turret, so we're able to get behind that tank. If he's isolated by himself, we should be able to take them out. So we're going to pay our attention and try and get rid of this SDG. We're going to dump our clip again because we got the opportunity to kill a tank here with our clip. We get 2 shots in. We're thinking we might not get another opportunity, but it does go left and we do get an opportunity to take out that tank. Now we're on poor reload. I'm just going to go and spot that tank destroyer again just to make sure he's not sneaking up on us. Just want to get a bit of intel to find out if he's still there. He is there at the moment. Now, in the night, I don't want to push that, because if I get behind that TD, I'll be able to take him out because he's not going to be able to shoot us if we get behind them. But I don't want to engage him exactly where he is, because if I go around there, I could potentially get shot. If there's tanks on their base, they could have shots on us. It'll make things awkward. If he pushes us here, we know there's no one who's got shots on us except for maybe the fun police, and that's what I'd rather do. I'd rather them engage us, and then we can try and get behind them, maybe track them in place, and also we'd have cover potentially from our base. But at the moment, they're not doing that, you see. And as I poke around there, I actually get the target. The RT sense goes off, and I decide not to make that engagement. We are actually losing here. We're two tanks down, and obviously it's a tier 10 lobby, so got to be careful. It's still a very close game though. We've had an okay game, a slow game. We've got 2 kills, 2,500 damage. Waffle 100 gets spotted in the open, but then he does manage to get back into cover. I'm just going to try and just making sure we don't, if we can spot that tank again. We then, the TD is then making an engagement, is pushing us. This is what we wanted. We want him to come for us here. But what we didn't suspect is the enemy fun police has gone combat mode and is coming in for the engagement. This is not ideal. I want to kind of track the artery as he comes around. We don't quite have the gun depression to get the shot in. We're hoping we're going to be able to get this kill in though before he's able to get his gun in. We do take out the fun police, which is big, and now we're just going to go and dart behind this enemy tank destroyer. Once we got behind him, he's not going to be able to take us out. Waiting for our second shot to load in, get that shot in, and then he gets slapped by our friendly fun police, and we're able to take out the TD, putting us into a 4 versus 4 situation. 3,300 kills, and we picked up 4 kills and a little bit of assistance damage there. Got about just shy of 600 assistance. So we're looking now, we know we got one of the enemy TDs was Yagi 100. We know where that tank is. We know roughly where, we know the last known location of the Waffle E100, which was on their base. They could be making a potential move towards us, and he does actually get detected, which is good information to have, because I don't want that tank sneaking up on us. If we stay here and the Waffle 100 gets close to us, it's just going to take us out. So I don't really want to... I've got to be careful. I don't want to hang around and wait for that to happen. And as you can see, he's clearly making his way towards us. So I'm not going to sit here and try and win that engagement, because I can't win. He then gets actually hit by our friendly fun police, and we pick up a little bit more assistance there. Unsure, yeah, so he's lost a tiny bit of hit points. But I'm now going to move back, because if I get too close to that Waffle 100, like I say, he'll win that engagement all day. If I get back and get my distance, I should be able to outspot the Waffle 100. If I get him caught in the open and I'm in a better position, then we're going to be able to start farming the hit points, because he's got no armour. And I think that's the safest place to play, because we know where the other enemy tank destroyer is. It's not going to go anywhere quickly, because it's a Yagi 100. And we do have a friendly tank destroyer and a friendly fun police in that side, and our friendly E3 does take out the Yagi 100, which is good, because now all we have to worry about is the Waffle and the last remaining fun police. We know that Waffle was making his way towards us, but we've kind of lost where they are now, so we're going to try and go wide. I want to try and keep as wide as I can to get less chance to get spotted. I don't really want to get spotted in the open. I want to try and get to the positions on the rocks on the left, but he then gets detected and takes out our friendly E3, but he does get slapped for it and is now in a clippable position for us. Obviously I can also be clipped, but the Waffle doesn't know where I am, so I'm hoping he's not going to be focusing on us, and we might be able to get a shot onto us while he's not looking our way, because they don't know that I'm going to be poking from this side. And we come behind him, he's not looking at us. We get one shot in, now we put him onto a 2-shot. I can eat one shot off of this Waffle if he doesn't high roll. So if I can get one shot in without eating a shot, then there'll be a 1-shot to us, and we can just trade the last hit points to take them out. But obviously I've still got support of our friendly E3 there. We do get one shot in, and he doesn't hit us with that shot, which is good, because now we can eat a shot and finish the kill. So we can afford to get shot once, like I say, unless I get unlucky and get ammo racked and caught on fire there. So we're waiting to lose our 6th sense. We're going to poke for the shot. He does hit us, but we've got the kill now. We do get that kill, which was big. And now that's put us on 5 kills, 4,200 damage, 1 tank remaining, which is enemy fun police. I'm assuming they're in their base, and I'm just going to lose my spot, and then I'm going to make my engagement to try and take them out. So as we go around there, thinking that they're probably going to be in the base, the enemy fun police, we get surprised, and there they were trying to sneak up on us. We did not see that coming. Thankfully, they missed their shot, and were able to take them out. And that brings us an end to replay number 2 and the final replay of the video. So let's just see how we did there. We got 6 kills, 5,245 damage, just shy of 700 assistance. And of course we do pick up the ace tanker there, and we do get the medal for killing both of the combat fun police. So yeah, that brings us an end to the video. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, happy tanking.
Hadouken!